Welcome back to another Pokemon 3D New Features video. It's been a while, but version 0.50 of Pokemon 3D is finally here, so I'm going to be reviewing it. So there's quite a few things to cover in this update, and as usual, I'm going to be focusing on mostly just the changes that have been made to the game's story. There have been some other things that have been added to the game, like new moves, support for custom moves and custom game modes, which I think is pretty cool, and of course bug fixes, but I don't really care about any of that stuff, so let's just get to the new story features. So first of all, they added routes 15 through 19 to the game. I'm currently here on route 16. If you use cut on this tree, you can go to this house over here. If you read this sign right here, it'll say Cycling Road, downhill coasting all the way. Now, this house is not really anything special. For some reason, the game thinks you're suddenly on Route 12 when you enter the house, not to mention the music changes, so that's kind of weird. But basically, there's a guy in here, and he says, if you cruise down Cycling Road, you'll end up in Fuchsia City. So basically, he's telling us that Cycling Road leads to Fuchsia City, which has also been added in this update, by the way, but we'll be getting to that in just a little bit. So if you try to go to Cycling Road, you'll get stopped by this guy. He says that you can't go to Cycling Road if you are not riding a bike or a Pokemon. Now, I do not have a bicycle or a Pokemon that knows the move Ride, but if you fly back to Goldenrod, you'll come across a house right here with a sign that reads, "The world is a riding path, taming shop." If you go inside, you'll see a guy with a whole bunch of Pokemon. And if you talk to him, he says, "Sigh, I moved here, but I don't have enough space for all my Pokemon. I'm taming Pokemon so you can ride them, but this city isn't the right place for a shop like this. Could you ride a Pokemon outside and advertise my shop?" You say yes. "Really? Great! Here you go." And he gives you HM09, which is Ride. So then next he says, you can use this HM to teach your Pokemon Ride. You can ride them everywhere then. So yes, it is now possible to actually ride your Pokemon in Pokemon 3D, and I believe this might be one of the new moves that they added. So as you can see, in battle, Ride is a fighting type move with a power of 60, so it's pretty decent. So I decided to teach Ride to my Nidoking. So once you're back here in Route 16, go into your Pokemon menu, choose a Pokemon that you taught Ride to, choose Ride, and now you are riding your Pokemon. Or at least that's what it's implying anyway. It doesn't actually look like you're riding your Pokemon. Just looks like your character just transforms into a Nidoking. But now that we're essentially riding Nidoking, we can go to Cycling Road. Now there are some trainers here, and I'm not going to be showing me battling these trainers in this video. I will say this though, these bikers are not really that strong. Their Pokemon are mostly in the high level 40s, low level 50s. Not really any match for my Pokemon, given the fact that my Pokemon are all over level 60, so... Also, as you can see, there appears to be two paths you can take up ahead, but I decided to go with the left path because it was pretty easy. Like for instance, this biker had only Magmar and Magmortar, so no match for Tentacruel. This biker, for some reason, had a Teddiursa. Yeah, I don't know why they're making me battle weak Pokemon like Teddiursa this late in the game. But anyway, after not too long, I finally get to Route 18. I have to defeat this trainer here. And finally, we are here in Fuchsia City. So we are going to be tackling the gym leader, but here's something that I found kind of weird. It seems as though you can still ride your Pokemon inside buildings. Now, something I don't understand right here is that right here, I healed my Pokemon. But according to my character's sprite, I'm obviously still riding on Nidoking. So when I heal my Pokemon and I'm still using Ride, Nidoking also gets healed. But Nidoking's obviously not in his Pokeball because I'm riding on him. So how exactly does he get healed by this? I don't understand. Unless Nidoking has become his own Pokemon trainer. That'd be something different, wouldn't it? A Pokemon trainer that happens to be a Pokemon himself. Wow. Mind blown. Anyway. And right here, Picnicker Tiffany calls me just to annoy me even more. Anyway, we're going to go and battle the gym leader of Fuchsia City, Janine. At least I think that's how you pronounce her name. I don't know, I'm probably horribly butchering her name and I just don't realize it. The gimmick of this gym is that, well, there are 5 trainers here. They all look like Janine. Only one of them is real, however, so you need to go and find the real Janine. Also, there are invisible walls here, but, well, actually they're not exactly invisible because you can tell there are walls there by the gray spots. So the walls here are not entirely invisible. Makes it a bit easier to navigate your way through this gym. If you come across a trainer that does not happen to be the real Janine, this happens. They reveal their true identity by spinning around. I don't know how that works. Anyway, Linda right here only has a Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, so not very difficult, although I don't know why I'm using Dragonite for this battle. By the way, that is the strangest looking Venusaur model I have ever seen. Oh my god. Also, Dragonite leveled up from that battle. So what about this Janine? Nope, she's not the real Janine, even though this trainer keeps insisting that she's Janine. The only Pokemon Picnicker Cindy has is a Nidoqueen, so not very difficult if you have a Water-type move. This Janine over here is also not real. This trainer is Camper Berry, and he only has one Pokemon, which is Nidoking. Again, not very difficult if you have a Pokemon that knows a Water-type move. This Janine right over here is the real Janine. She says, "Fa-fa-fa-fa-fa, I'm sorry to disappoint you." I'm only joking. I'm the real deal. Janine of Fuchsia Gym, that's me, and she battles you. So Janine has mostly Poison-type Pokemon. The first Pokemon she starts out with is a level 53 Ariados. If you have any Pokemon that knows Psychic-type moves, then she'll be pretty easy to defeat, but unfortunately I don't, so I'm just going with normal damaging moves here. She uses Supersonic right here, which does confuse me, but I'm still able to attack anyway, so that's it for Ariados. Her next Pokemon is Weezing. Her Weezing is level 50. Now, I am using Haunter here, but that only does normal damage. On the bright side, though, Haunter is resistant to poison, so that's good. So anyway, I take out with Nightshade right here, and that's it. And then her next Pokemon is yet another Ariados. Her second Ariados is level 52. Again, I take it out pretty easily right here. So after that, she has yet another Ariados. This one is also level 52. And then her last Pokemon is Venomoth, level 55. I almost take it out here with Nidoking, but it has Psychic. Apparently. I don't know why, but anyway, just take it out with Fearow right here. Dragonite and Nidoking did die to this thing. I probably should have just used Fearow in the first place, because Flying type is also super effective right here, but oh well, doesn't matter. We have defeated Janine. You're a tough one. You definitely won. Here's the Soul Badge. Take it. So, it gives us a whole bunch of money. We also get the Soul Badge right here, so now we have 14 badges, just 2 more to get in Kanto. You're so tough, I have a special gift for you. She also gives us TMO6, which is Toxic, which is a really good poison-type attack, if I do say so myself. And that's it, we are done here. And I'm still using Ride on Nidoking, even though he's fainted. Now, I did say that Route 19 was also implemented in this game, but as you can see, there are boulders blocking the way, so we can't do anything in Route 19 right now. Probably because Cinnabar Island, not to mention the Seafoam Islands, have not been implemented into the game yet, so maybe once they're implemented, and also the routes leading to the Seafoam Islands and Cinnabar Island are implemented, then maybe the boulders won't be there anymore. Oh look, my game crashed. So this is basically what the launcher screen looks like when your game crashes. This looks like the game crashed. The bug catcher got a bug. I have no idea what that Pokemon is, but I'm assuming it's probably an evolved form of Yanma, because it kind of looks like that. So I think we're pretty much done with Fuchsia City for now. So now we're going to go to another new place that's been implemented into this game. The Ancient Ruins. Now, the Ancient Ruins are a completely original location. The Ancient Ruins have not appeared in any official Pokemon game. It's a completely original place, concocted by Nils, I believe. Or maybe it was another Pokemon 3D developer, I have no idea. But anyway, you can get to the Ancient Ruins by hopping on the Magnet Train in Saffron City. This guy says, "Oh, hello there. Did you come out here to explore these ruins? Are you looking for treasure? Adventure? Ancient secrets? Well, I have a feeling whatever you are looking for, this place will have it. A pair of scientists of some sort have been running around in these ruins for a while already. Oh, by the way, that gem over there will heal your Pokemon for you." So yes, this weird gem over here that looks like a raindrop or a teardrop will heal my Pokemon. When you walk up to it, it says, "A mysterious power healed your Pokemon." Now, there are multiple parts to the Ancient Ruins. The first part right here is kind of like a maze, and you need to figure out which way you're supposed to go, and you need to choose your paths carefully because some paths actually lead right back to the entrance. I can't really say what path you're supposed to take exactly because I was just kind of running around, just choosing random paths here and there, but eventually I did make it to the second part of the Ancient Ruins. But once I finally figured it out, I found myself in a room with a red gem, it looks like a drop of blood now, and a scientist. He says, "Hi, I'm an intern at the Sylph Co. Archaeology Department. My boss is exploring the room up ahead. This crystal seems to allow you to teleport directly to the one in the entrance. Like the one in the entrance, it will also heal your Pokemon." So yeah, you can use that red gem to go back to the entrance, you can also use it to heal your Pokemon, but I'm not gonna turn back just yet. We're gonna go through this door. Now this part of the Ancient Ruins is interesting. It's a giant chess game, as you can see. If you talk to this guy over here, he says, "Hello, your name is Robotnik. I'm Professor Micah from Sylph Co. My assistant and I were sent out here to explore these ruins for an ancient technology. We are barely getting started exploring these ruins, and they've already displayed such marvelous mysteries. The way the maze leading here confounds you with its seemingly impossible twists and turns is just amazing. This room, however, is a true marvel. The rock blocking the door seems to be on some sort of mechanism. I believe if we can solve this puzzle, the rock will be removed. This looks like a giant chess game. From what I can tell, you need to press a switch on the piece you want to move, then press one of the switches that appears on the ground. I think the objective is to defeat the opponent in one turn, however. If you mess up and try to move the wrong piece, you'll get sent back to the entrance. Because of this, I've only been able to try a few moves so far. Maybe with the both of us, we'll find it faster. I marked the pieces with their names, so we won't get confused. Alright, that was a lot of dialogue, but yeah, this room is basically a giant puzzle in the form of a chess game. Once we solve it, that rock that's blocking the door will disappear. Now, he did say that if you do make the wrong move, you'll get sent back to the entrance. Because of that, I highly recommend saving your game before attempting to solve this puzzle. So if you walk up to one of these chess pieces right here, you can only walk up to the white ones actually, it'll say there are letters carved here. They seem to say rook. Oh, there's a button here. Press it. So if you press the button, some of the tiles right here become green. That's basically the places where you can move your chess piece. One wrong move will send you back all the way to the entrance, however, so choose carefully. So I tried the puzzle for a little bit, and eventually I solved the puzzle. So this chess piece right here that says queen, you need to move this chess piece. And where you need to move it exactly is this tile that I'm about to stand on right here. This one right here. So it says there's a switch on the floor, you press it, as you can see, the queen will move over to here, and the scientist will notice something, and as you can see, the rock blocking the door is no longer there. So, not an overly complicated puzzle, but it can be kind of difficult to figure out at first. I actually tried this for like maybe 45 minutes before I finally solved it. Yeah, 45 minutes is probably much longer than it should have taken me, but I solved it. That's all that matters. Anyway, if you talk to this guy again, he says you solved it. Since you were the one to solve it, you may go through first. So once you go through, you come across this right here. He says, oh, this is a small room. What? That stone has some weird looking writing on it. Let me see. So, he looks at the writing, and he says, ah. Oh? Wow. This is an amazing find. This dungeon seems to be a stronghold of some ancient civilization. Beyond here is something called the Millennial Star Tower. This also says that it's the resting place of a very strong and rare Pokemon. This is so exciting! Let's go further. So yeah, we are not done with the ancient ruins just yet. If we go through this door, scientist will come and find you again. This time he'll say, oh my, this is so exciting! The room beyond here seemed to contain an automation of sorts. It seems to be made to battle intruders. I lost quickly, but I expect your Pokemon can defeat it. Also, the gem in the front room has a symbol glowing on it. When I touched it, I was warped back here. Isn't the technology here amazing? Yeah, this guy talks quite a bit, but as you can see, we have a purple gem now. So, if we walk through this door, we will come across what appears to be a robot of some sort. So, if we walk up to him and challenge him to a battle, just click, freak, weird. And you are now battling automation number 50,300. So yeah, you're basically battling a robot. So, this robot right here has not that many strong Pokemon. Not really strong at all, to be honest. He has Lunatone here. He also has Kabutops, Mismagius, Klinklang, Crobat, and Omastar. Once you defeat the robot, the rocks blocking these doors will disappear and you can go through them. It seems as though you can enter either door. I'm not sure which path you're supposed to take exactly. I kinda just chose a random path. I'm not exactly sure what path you're supposed to take to reach the Millennial Star Tower, but either way, I'm gonna be showing the Millennial Star Tower anyway, so... But then you have automation number 50,301, and he has the exact same Pokemon as the robot you just fought, so not really anything else left to say about this guy. And then you need to battle another guy in order to clear the path, and he has the exact same Pokemon again. Finally, after defeating a whole bunch of robots, I came across a dead end, and this robot was at the dead end, and thankfully he has some different Pokemon. He has Solrock, which I just completely wrecked right there, Sableye, which I also completely wrecked. Sableye's not really a strong Pokemon defense-wise anyway. Claydol, which I also completely wrecked because it's weak to water. Cradily, which is probably the only Pokemon on his team that was actually legitimately difficult to defeat. Gigalith, a Pokemon whom I've never seen before, but apparently he's weak to water. And Armaldo, who is also weak to water. So he mostly just has Rock-type Pokemon, this automation robot. Well, at least I got a lot of experience and money out of that, but I came across a dead end, and to be honest, I kinda cheated in order to get to this dead end, because I just became sick and tired of fighting the same Pokemon over and over again. It was just getting kind of old. I also found this room with a gold robot in it, but all he does is call me a cheater, so whatever. Now, I know we're already 15 minutes into this video, but this is the final thing I'm going to be reviewing in this update. The Millennial Star Tower. And wow, that is quite the tower. I can't even see the top of it. Again, I'm not sure what path you're supposed to take in order to get to the tower, but I was just getting sick and tired of fighting these stupid automation robots. I'm not going to go too much into detail about the Millennial Star Tower, but basically you start off on that floor, and on the second floor right here, there are invisible walls blocking your way, but there is a path in order to get through the walls. There's also a revive right there, but I decided not to go for it. I didn't have to cheat in order to get past the invisible walls. I did figure out the path eventually. The third floor appears to have some boulder puzzles, I guess. Have to move these boulders around right here. I guess you have to try to put the boulders on those switches, I guess. Like that green switch you just saw right there. Although I'm not sure what that will do exactly, because I didn't feel like trying it. I'm not sure what the point of the fourth floor right here is. It's just a whole bunch of weird pillars. I'm not really sure. Maybe there's hidden items here or something, but I don't know. The fifth floor appears to be an ice puzzle with cracking ice, so there is the threat of falling through the floor. Not really sure how you're supposed to get that giant boulder out of there, though, so you can continue to the next floor, but again, decided not to try it because I really did not feel like doing this. The sixth floor is another ice puzzle, but there's no cracking ice, which is good, so just have to maneuver your way around these rocks right here. The seventh floor is completely empty except for a purple gem that heals your Pokemon. And once you go up that ladder, you are now at the top of the tower. Is this the strong and rare Pokemon that the scientist was talking about? Looks like it might be. Well, if you try to battle it, the screen goes insane, and it stays white for a few seconds. Probably because it's just taking a while to load it. I don't know, the game was much more laggier than usual when I was recording this footage. But here we go. We have Jirachi. At least, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, I might be horribly butchering that Pokemon name right there. But, yeah, Jirachi. A legendary Pokemon. It's level 70, so it's pretty powerful. I already go for an Ultra Ball right here, but we all know that's not going to work. But, at least I tried throwing some Great Balls and Ultra Balls at it, but unfortunately, yeah, none of them worked at all. So from what I could tell, Jirachi will just mostly spam moves like Doom Desire and Last Resort. Doom Desire, I guess, is kind of similar to Future Sight. It foresees an attack and then you take damage, even when you didn't attack at all. I don't know, I'm not sure if that's how moves that foresee attacks work. And occasionally it will use Cosmic Power to raise its defense and special defense. Now even though it would be nice to capture a legendary Pokemon, I'm not going to capture Jirachi, and I'm just going to, make it faint right here. Use Flamethrower, which is super effective. Probably if I used that on my first turn, I probably would have knocked it out immediately. Anyway, if you make it faint, and probably also if you catch it as well, it will drop a Comet Shard, which I'm trying to pick up right here, but the game's lagging so much that I can't pick it up. But there we go. Not really sure what the Comet Shard does, but I honestly don't care anymore. This video is just getting way too long now. I can try to just jump off the tower and end it all. Seemed like a good ending. But I just float in the air, so you can't kill yourself in this game no matter what, so whatever. Anyway, after you've done that, you can just go back and touch that gem. You'll be back at the entrance of the Ancient Ruins, and you can head back to Saffron City via the Magnet Train, so yeah. Anyway, I think that's pretty much where I'll end things off for now. So that's basically all the stuff that they added in Pokemon 3D. So, some new routes, Fuchsia City, and 2 completely original locations, the Ancient Ruins and the Millennial Star Tower. Anyway, this video is almost like 20 minutes long already. I know this was a very long video, but there was quite a bit that I wanted to go over, so... But this video is finally done. That's everything I wanted to review in this update of Pokemon 3D. So, yeah. Anyway, if you want to download Pokemon 3D, the link's in the description as always. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for now, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Later.